You know, the same reason that I understand anxiety so freaking well is exactly the same reason that I'm also still afraid of myself. It's the same reason that I hold myself back. It's the same reason that I don't know what's going to happen. Well, no, it's not that reason. None of us know what's going to happen, to be fair. But it's the same reason that there's a part of me that still wants to self-sabotage. It's because I live with an anxiety disorder, and I spend so much time trying to understand, well, what's underneath it? What's underneath it? Even when I don't feel anxious, I can tell by my actions at this point, I actually am anxious underneath. I'm not feeling anxious, but my actions tell me that I'm anxious. And like, I almost like I'm researching myself to try to figure out what's really underneath, what's driving this, what could these actions mean? And it's why I can piece together stuff. Also, all the information I've gathered as well. It's not just my own internal musings. It's everything I pulled together and all the effort I've put into figuring this stuff out and trying to work with my anxiety. But at the same time, I still have that anxiety underneath. And I haven't posted in several days now because over the weekend I got into a bad headspace where there's just one too many pieces of information. I just started isolating and avoiding everything. And for 2 days straight, I did nothing but I pull out an old game and just knowing full well this is a bad thing for me to do, because when I'm doing it for coping, then I overdo it. And it's frustrating. I'm having all this self-awareness, but still choosing these things anyway. Knowing that there's so many things that I can be doing. There's so many creative things I could be doing, which I enjoy far more. Even the whole time I was messing with the game, I would tell myself, why are you doing this, Ken? You don't even want to be playing the game. Like, yeah, there was some curiosity there, but I did it because I was just wanted to busy my mind. But I also knew that if I started, it would have a hard time dropping it. If I could just do it for an hour, I have no problems with that. But when I'm in that headspace, I'll just keep going. And I've made a lot of progress over the past year. And I can see it myself in where I am. But even when you've made progress, it doesn't mean that your challenges aren't going to come back. And it doesn't make them any less real. It doesn't make them any less scary and frustrating. That, especially when you know the things, I told myself all sorts of things I could have done. Mirror work, do something creative, sweep the house. I even thought about that. I'm like, I should just maybe sweep the house. It'll give me something active. Go for a bike ride, go for a walk, call someone, journal, do some intuition exercises, go outside and do some leaf raking, all sorts of things. But I chose one thing that I knew it was just actually making my head just feel even worse, feel heavier. And I know also that I have information that's useful. I have insights that's useful. I'm not trying to serve people who are already farther ahead than me. And farther ahead doesn't mean, it doesn't mean better or worse. It's just, already past certain things. So it's like, I'm not doubting that, but there's a part of me that's been avoiding, not sure what to do with the socials to try to get the word out more so I can try to get clients. And I know that this doesn't go toward it, but this is what I do. This is what I share. This is sharing. This is part of sharing the story, part of sharing the process, part of sharing everything that I've gone through, because I know I'm not alone. I know that there's other people who have gone through this, and maybe they're not as aware. seeing these videos can help them, because even though I've struggled the past few days, yesterday I didn't touch a video game, today I haven't touched a video game. I got rid of the save file at the end of the second day on Saturday. I'm like, no, I'm deleting this, removing it from the recycle bin, that way I won't be tempted. And I've done well though. I don't think the last time I touched a video game was over a year ago, because I know it's something I gotta be careful with. But I'm rambling. Thing is, you can be making progress, you could be doing better, but then you can still have your downtimes. You can still have the moments when some of the stuff comes back. And especially if you're not pushing yourself, or you don't think you're doing well enough, then the anxiety can start really building and saying, and you kind of want to run away from everything. You don't want to give up. Part of you is trying to tell you, no, just you can't. And it makes it hard. But it doesn't mean that that's true. 2 days, all in all, is not too bad, because this is the type of thing that I could have gone into multi-month depression over just last year. At the beginning of 2024, I did exactly that. So it's still progress, but it's scary and it's frustrating. And I don't know where I'm going with this anymore. Yeah. It's a lot. It can be a lot, but it's not the end. And it's not a sign that you're failing. Because if you can keep being aware, and you can keep coming back, and you keep returning, and keep doing the best you can, even if there are some stressors, some timelines, as long as you don't give up and recognize where there is growth and try to give ourselves the credit. Yeah. I think I'm good for now. Not sure how else to go with this one. So, take care, everyone.